for another episode of Roofer Reflections. And we have Russ here today. So you've been in the roofing industry for a very, very long time. How'd you get in?
I got into roofing and started my own company, worked for a couple of years, and then started my own company. That's about 45 years ago.
Did it come naturally? Like what was the progression?
There's some books on creativity that you can read. One book on creativity talks about horizontal thinking, vertical thinking, and then lateral thinking. And a brief description of that is one guy digs a hole. Another guy comes along, he digs the hole a little deeper. Another guy decides that he's going to make the hole a little bigger. Then another guy comes along and he says, I'm going to dig a hole someplace else. Lateral thinking is digging the hole someplace else. When you begin to construct in other words, information is binary, digital, and semantic. And so as you begin to look at the digital aspects of a product, you begin to see the semantic understanding or meaning of the product and how that product can be improved.
So you're more like a roofing scientist.
Well, I'm a roofing dermatologist. That's what I call people. I'm a roofing dermatologist. Actually, I'm a construction dermatologist. Okay, I deal with the skin on the building. We deal with the roof, the walls, the windows, the doors, that's the fenestrations, the subterranean, all the sheet metal involved, all the penetrations on the roof.
What would you tell someone that is kind of, maybe not looking at roofing, maybe they're looking at education or another industry? Like, what would you tell them if they say, what about the roofing industry?
Every new building has to have a roof. Every existing building has to be re-roofed. If they didn't build another building, okay, there are literally millions of existing buildings that must be re-roofed, that must have sheet metal work done, that have to have carpentry work done, skylights, et cetera, et cetera. There's a few things that will not be tolerated with a building as it deteriorates, one of which is water. People will not tolerate water coming into the building. Insurance companies will not insure buildings that have leaking roofs. Okay, so if you buy a new building and you have a leaking roof, the insurance companies will require you to fix that roof. Typically, the houses or the buildings involved represent the highest amount of financial investment for people. You cannot afford to have water coming into that building. You also have to be very sophisticated and experienced in being able to produce not only a functionally waterproof roof, but a beautifully aesthetic roof. So I would encourage anyone who's in roofing to get into sheet metal, because the sheet metal is part of the roofing system.